Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here. We got the Cavalier Chapter 2.2 Maestro boss. Let's get into the footage. Alright, I think we're coming up to the Maestro. I'm assuming this is just like the one in Labyrinth of Legends. Let's see. So it's got this chieftain charge with the armor up stuff, combo up every second, intercept them, pause it, feats of power, rich get richer. Yeah, it basically looks like a Labyrinth of Legends. I'm gonna go in first with Silver Surfer. He gets a lot of buffs. So I should be the one that's getting power and not him. Or the extra power, I should say. Alright, we got all the buffs, plus an L3. Let's see if I can keep it up. Should be interesting with the extra power gain. Ooh, I was like phasing out of that. Okay, got it refreshed. Yeah, unblockable. Ooh, got tagged. Ooh, what's that? What's that? Oh, that was like, I don't remember that happened in the Labyrinth. It was like a concussion type of thing. That's too bad. Let's go with Omega. Finish him off. I think I should be able to do it. Okay, throw a special. Not a special 3. Shoot. This is not gonna finish him off. Ugh. Well, doesn't get L3'd. And like block penetration was pretty, oh, because he has the, what was that node? Feats of power. That's why he was hitting so hard. Alright, we'll finish him off with Sabertooth. I'll probably try it with Doom next round. Oh, what the? He's like, I don't know, I think I was trying to do like a, holy crap, dude, he hits freaking hard. Very unsuccessful. I think I was trying to do like a passive stun with Doom, like I would have done it with Doom. And we're just gonna go tap him over real quick. Terrible first attempt. Looks like I need to go into Labyrinth and get refreshed. Alright, that's the first round. We'll come back, we'll get something cleaner on the next round. Okay, this is coming up on the second attempt. the rest of this, I missed getting the audio live recording. So that first attempt was pretty brutal. Definitely didn't have my timing on for those L1 evades. I'm gonna go in with Dr. Doom here, and he's just a really good option because one, he's tanky. He can nullify the buffs that he gets when he gets to 1 bar or 2 bars of power. And I have the Silver Surfer synergy, so I can get some buffs myself on special activation, which will allow me to gain some extra power because I'll have more buffs than Maestro has. And I'm just going to try to minimize the amount of specials and whatnot that Maestro throws so I don't get wrecked like the last time. And just kind of get into the cycle where you can pretty much just get to L2 or get him to his L2 and above, get to your L3, hit him with that, spam to L1, get back to L2 and cycle, and then depending on where you're at, I mean, I think with the node where you get more power, you get power constantly. If you have more buffs on, that goes to Doom's advantage here with the synergy. But yeah, like, this is going pretty well. I don't think we've actually even seen a special on Maestro. That was the first one. So that just kind of shows like how good Doom can be with controlling the fight. Yeah, we should finish him off right about here. Yeah. And yeah, so Doom goes down, or Doom takes Maestro down. That was a pretty clean fight. And then next up, we're gonna go back in with, I think, Aegon. Let's check out the footage here coming up. Actually, I think it's Omega. No, Torch. Yeah, it's Human Torch. I activate pre-fight. And this fight was going pretty well. And then you'll see, like, right in the middle, I get hit by another one of those L1s. And man, those things hit hard. The degen is massive. So this is a rank 3 Torch. I mean, Torch's health pool is not, you know, the biggest by any means for a champ. And you know, now that I think about it, I probably should have blocked those first 2 beams, and that would give me Smolder, and that probably would give me, you know, keep me up at a higher temperature, give me longer durations on the Nova Flames, and give me extra damage. But I didn't do that. But if you were to use Human Torch, you could block those first 2 beams on the L1, and just make sure you get the timing down. Like, look, I'm like, oh, am I gonna? I'm like, nope, I'm not. I thought I might be able to squeak it out and have some health left after that. One L1 just nuked him. So I go back in with Claire, and I finish him off. And the one nice thing with Claire here is she's got that buff immunity on her L2, which can totally take off any and all of the buffs that Maestro will get, so that will help manage how much power gain he can get. And I think for the most part I stick to Hellfire, but here we hit him with an L2 with the poison to power drain, and I think I was trying to switch to Hellfire, and I switched, but my Mystic Dispersion pushed me over to L3. And so I'll get a little bit of damage here. Nothing too crazy because I didn't have a lot of clairvoyant charges up. But I think, you know, the safest bet is to try to push this guy to L2. But if he's got a lot of buffs up and he's not throwing his special, which like he did with like that Omega fight, then he can get pushed to L3 pretty easily, and then you're just toast. So, but the L1 evade is not terrible. You just kind of got to get that down. It's like 2 consecutive dexes with like a short hesitation, and then a dex for that last one. So here we bait the L2, we throw off a Hellfire L2, back right at him, nullify all his buffs, prevent all the buffs, and it gets him a lot of damage. I had to help out my daughter there for a second. But yeah, so just the buff immunity here makes Claire really, really good for this fight. And, you know, I probably could have cycled the last one, because I'm now at 20 charges with all those buffs being triggered and immediately nullified, and that would help me get even more power. And just gotta get those dexterities down. I had that one down, and I think we're about to just finish him off. And yeah, and then the next fight we're gonna be coming in with my boy Aegon, and Aegon is amazing. If you ramp him up, get him all charged up with those combo, he can really do some major damage. And yeah, you'll see I do solo this one. I think I do get clipped by one of his L1s, but because my combo is big enough, I'm able to hit him and have tenacity shrug off those the big degen. So here I got 141 combo, so not a lot of combo. I'm gonna get into where I'm gonna be getting those True Strike buffs fairly quickly into this match once I get up to 150, so 9 hits in, and then that's gonna help me gain some extra power. Well, maybe not, because I guess it depends on how many buffs he has. But yeah, so you can see him right now. Maestro's just kind of trickling extra power. So there, I totally missed. I almost like blocked that, and then I recovered just quickly enough to where I can survive. And then from here on out, I think for the most part, I'm gonna try to just push him to L2. We do get some L1 evades in, and you know, again, the L1 evade is not hard, but if you mess up, you're just toast. And yeah, the L2 is just dash back, get out of the range of those swords, and you're good to go. Yeah, I personally really enjoy this fight. You know, there's not many times where you get to fight this dude. I know I've done a few Labyrinth runs just for fun, back when it was like earlier this year, maybe like 5-6 months ago, when the 5-star signature stones were still pretty rare in the game unless you were buying in offers. And I made a few runs, maybe like 4 or 5 runs in Labyrinth just to get a couple signature stones. I had revives that were expiring because I had finished Abyss. And, you know, it's fun. It's fun to fight up against this dude. And I wish there were some easier options to fight this guy, to fight the Collector, that you didn't have to go through a huge long map, use a whole bunch of energy or a whole bunch of your time. We're getting down, I'm at 12%, he's at 27%, he's got tons and tons of buffs. So he's gonna be gaining power pretty much the rest of this match, because I don't have any way to take any of those buffs off. And you know, it is kind of good because he's just gonna you can easily get him to L2, and then you just gotta make sure that he throws that L2 and not an L3, and then you'll be good to go. There we get a nice clean dex on the L1, and we finish him off. So Maestro goes down, got a little solo, even though I did get that clip on the L1 towards the start, I was able to finish him off. And then on this last round, we're going in with the 4-star team. And my plan here was just to solo this dude with Starlord. Starlord is one of my go-to 4-stars. I don't have a lot of 4-stars that are ranked up. But, you know, as long as you can not get hit and keep that combo, Starlord is still an amazing champ. And he's a really good one for this fight. The one difference between this fight and the Labyrinth fight is that he's not going to get a regen, or at least that's my understanding. And yeah, so once he starts to get a whole bunch of buffs, he's going to be gaining power pretty quick, which makes it easier and more manageable to get him to throw L2s instead of L1s. But I know that in this fight I do get past a lot of his L1s, which I was happy about. And we were getting the combo up there. And at some point, it's like, I think a little bit more than halfway through, I just mess up. And if you mess up on this guy, you're dead. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Especially as a 4-star, your health is nowhere near big enough to withstand any type of hits, especially once he starts getting a bunch of the buffs up where he's got like extra crit, extra fury, the whole bit. So here, I think I'm just trying to push to L2. We get him to L2, and you know, we're up to 75 combos, pretty good. The damage is starting to get in there. Every once in a while you get those crits. I got a 2700 crit, 21,000 right there on the L2, which was pretty sweet. Got that armor break, getting 3 and 4k crits. Starlord's actually critting a lot at the moment. So it's going pretty well. Push him to L2. And we're just hammering on this guy. And it's like, oh, this is looking good. I can get this knocked out. And it's coming up here shortly. It might be after this one. Might be a little bit further. I think it's a little bit further. But yeah, Starlord, boom, 27,000. Like that was awesome. So here, do I get L3? I can't remember. I think maybe that's where it was. It wasn't that I got clipped. I couldn't get him to throw a special, or no. There he throws. I try to get him to bait the L2, and I get hit, and then that's all she wrote. So that was unfortunate. So I got him down 55%. Definitely can solo this guy. I'll probably come back here towards the end of the month when I finished all of the event quests. Maybe I'll just kind of do this when the quest completion is the solo event is on, and to get some points and just to kind of have some fun. But then I go in with the rest of my team, and so I'm like, okay, let me try Doc Ock. No, do I do Dr. Doom? No, I do Doc Ock first. And I just totally mess up pretty early on in this fight, I think, and get wrecked. The one nice thing with Doc Ock is because this guy's getting power consistently, those heavy knockdowns are applying that power lock, so that does help to manage the power that he is getting. I'm thinking, oh, this guy's, you know, I'm actually doing pretty good damage. Hit him with an L2. You know, the damage is not too bad with Doc Ock, but somewhere here, pretty close. I think I try to get like a heavy or something in that I probably shouldn't have tried. Maybe I tried to. Oh, no, that's it. So there, and it's actually surprising. I survived that degen, so I'm not certain why that was. Maybe it was because, I don't know. I'm not too familiar with all of Doc Ock's abilities, but he was able to survive eating an L1 when like my Human Torch wasn't even able to do that. So yeah, who knows? But yeah, so we're just going parry heavy, get the power lock on. We got all Doc's charge things up. We're doing pretty decent damage on those heavies when we're charged up. And now we're trying to bait this. We get it off. Coming up here shortly, I know I get whacked because I end up using the whole team, I believe. Oh, there we go. I got whacked on the L2. Didn't get back far enough. Do I go with Dr. Doom next, or do I go with Colossus? I know I finished with Colossus. Okay, so I don't end up using Dr. Doom on this. Going with Colossus, and you know, I'm getting a ton of armor up, so I'm getting the extra power. I'm getting a little bit of damage on those parries, and I'm just gonna try to parry heavy into L2s. Try to hope that I get a nice big fat juicy crit. I really wish my 5-star Colossus was awakened. I have him as a 455. He's just kind of been sitting there, but maybe I'll awaken him soon, kind of see his full potential. Right now, this awakened Colossus 440 is the best I got awakened. I don't have him as a 6-star. It'd be nice to get him as a 6-star, but I'm stacked on mutants right now, so I wouldn't mind pulling something else. And I just used my 3rd tier 5 class catalyst. So I got Sunspot, Havoc, and Domino at rank 3 6-star. So it'll probably be quite a while until I'm able to rank another 6-star champ up to rank 3. And boom, we get a nice crit, but it was just not enough, and we end him with a heavy. So I got a few nice little dexes at the end. He was throwing that L1 like crazy, and we finished him off, got my 4-star run down, and that takes down the Maestro Cavalier 2.2 boss. A lot of fun, a lot of memories of going into Labyrinth, and got those nice rewards there. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Let me know who you used. Pretty much anybody can do that fight so long as you get past his specials. But yeah, was there anybody that was really effective for you? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.